What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I'm gonna be taking you through my highly requested cardio and abs routine, gym edition. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so why are we warming up for 3 to 5 minutes on the treadmill before we get right into sprints? Well, we are warming up because number one, you wanna get the blood flowing to your muscles. Number two, you wanna loosen up your joints so your knees and all your joints just don't feel stiff when you just start sprinting. And number three, you just wanna overall get warmed up. Like your entire body, you wanna get it warmed up. Otherwise, you'll feel like rusty and just like, you don't wanna shock your body by just going strictly into sprints. You really always wanna do some sort of warm up. And for me, that's always like 3 to 5 minutes before I actually get into what I call the main circuit. So why do I love doing sprints as part of my cardio routine? Well, number one, it's part of the high intensity interval training group, which is also known as HIIT, H-I-I-T. And HIIT is great for not only maintaining muscle mass, but also burning fat at the same time. It's super effective, and there are multiple studies done on it that shows that HIIT is great for, like I said, maintaining muscle mass and burning fat. I know you guys commonly see on, I guess, social media, like the most common way of sprinting would be the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, which is an amazing, amazing way of sprinting. There's a reason it's common, you know what I mean? It's a great circuit. If you do that 30 on, 30 off method for 10 rounds, for example, that's like 10 minutes and you're done. The thing is with HIIT, it's like super short too, right? So it's like you're in and out type of thing. So that's why I also love HIIT, because you get it done quick instead of doing something like LIST cardio, which is low intensity, steady state cardio, which is where you would do it over a longer period of time. So you, for example, like walking on an incline, you would do that for like longer, like 30 minutes to sometimes 45 minutes. I don't enjoy that. So I do like HIIT training. That's my style of cardio. So we're gonna do 40 seconds of walking into a 20-second sprint. And we're gonna do that for 8 to 10 rounds. It still equals out to 8 to 10 minutes, depending on if you do 8 or 10 rounds. The reason why I am showing you guys this circuit today is because it is more beginner and intermediate friendly. Like I said, I am advanced, and this is also still good for my advanced people like myself. This gives you more time to rest because you're walking at a slow pace for 40 seconds first, and then you're sprinting for only a shorter amount of time than 30 seconds, which is only 20 seconds. So let's get into it, 8 to 10 rounds. I'm gonna put the speed up to not exactly a sprinting speed, more like a jogging speed, just to show you first, if you're new to treadmill sprinting, how to carefully and steadily hop on and hop off, okay? So when it comes to treadmill sprinting, right, you wanna carefully step on the sides here, okay? Then you're gonna hold onto the railings here, and then you're going to, when you're ready to sprint, you're going to hop on like this while still carefully holding to the edges. And then once you've got your stride, you're going to let go and then start sprinting. Obviously, I'm in a jogging speed here just for demonstration purposes. And then to hop off, once you're done that sprint, you're going to carefully put your hands on the side rails again, and then almost lift yourself up carefully. Sometimes I like to test it out like this to see if it's like the right speed for me, especially if it's a treadmill that I'm not used to. And then hop off. We're gonna have a 40-second walk here at 0 seconds. Once it hits 40 seconds, then go up to your sprint speed and sprint for 20 seconds. Then hop off. Get that speed back down to about 3 miles or 6.5 kilometers. Whenever you have that 40 seconds to walk on the treadmill, use that time to catch your breath. You don't have to walk at a fast speed, walk at a decently paced speed, catch your breath, and kind of just like take your deep breaths and get ready to hop into your next 20 seconds. You can even hop off a little bit earlier while you're adjusting your speed. We are donezo. Surprisingly today, I did a full 10 rounds. But yeah, I tripped. But now we're gonna get into the rest of the cardio circuit and then head into abs to finish off. All right guys, so before we get into our HIIT circuit, I just want to remind you that you can use my code MDJ to save 20% off all your Go supplements, including my favorite hydration sticks. They come in a variety of flavors. You guys know I use the sour cherry limeade, and I also love the Sour Patch blue raspberry. But you guys know I rave about my Ghost products, and I wouldn't use something that I didn't truly love, so totally recommend. And it has electrolytes and everything to keep you hydrated during your workout. And since today is a cardio workout, I had to get my electrolytes and my hydration sticks in. Use my code to save. We've completed sprints and cardio's not done. We're still doing our full body cardio circuit. Another high intensity interval style of training. The first exercise is gonna be 10 burpees into box jump. So get your box in the gym. And then we're gonna go right into 30 alternating jumping lunges. And then we're gonna go into 10 plank walkouts into push up into jump. And then the last exercise of that circuit will be 10 knees into squat jump. I will show you guys all what those exercises look like. I know it sounds very intimidating when we just like kind of say all these mumble jumble of words out loud, but I will show you how to go through them so it's less intimidating, and I know that you guys can all do it. But yeah, it's a total of 4 rounds, very quick, very short bursts of high intensity, and you get 20 seconds of rest in between each exercise, making this more all-level fitness friendly. Like I said, I'm gonna demonstrate each exercise before we actually jump into doing the circuit so that there's less confusion, and I can show you modified versions of it as well. So the first exercise, like I said, is 10 burpees into box jump. What does that look like? Looks like this. Okay, when you get up into that squatting position into the box jump, you wanna keep a very low seated squat position so that your quads, your glutes, your hams are all feeling the burn. Then you're gonna hop down like that, do another burpee. The jump part of the burpee is when you do the box jump. So a regular burpee would look like this, right? But during that jump part, you're actually gonna jump up onto the box. The modified version of that would look like this for all my beginners out there that obviously that's a very advanced move. So for my beginners, I totally recommend doing this one. So you're just gonna walk out into a high plank like that, walk back up and jump. But you don't have to sit into that really low position. You can like keep a slight bend in your knee so it's a little bit easier on your quads, hams, and glutes. Then you're gonna step down instead of jumping down, and you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, the second exercise is gonna be 30 jumping lunges, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Whatever foot is forward in the jumping lunge movement, you want your opposite hand out like this. Okay, so right leg is forward, left hand is up, left leg is forward, right hand is up. And obviously, to maintain balance on jumping lunges, pretend someone's gonna punch you in the gut, keep your core super tight. Having a tight core during unilateral exercises like this is key for stability. Tight core equals stability. So, keeping my core tight throughout the movement prevents me from wobbling around. Modified version for this, for my beginners, will look like this. Shuffles into squat jump. So you could do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, that's a little bit of a modified version so you don't have to do jumping lunges the entire time. I would rather see you do a modified version of an exercise, regardless what your fitness level is, then you guys stop during the workout. Modified is always better than no movement at all, right? Now, our next one is going to be plank walkout into push up into jump. Very advanced movement, but I will show you the modified version as well. So, with a plank walkout, it's gonna look like this. Push up, crawl back up, and jump. So, crawl out, push up, crawl back in, and jump. Modified version of that would just be inchworms. So inchworms just look like this. You're crawling out like that. Okay? No push up and no jump. Last exercise, guys. You might want a mat, you might not want to. I just need it for my knees if the floor is too hard. It's called knees into squat jump, and this is what it looks like for the most advanced level of it. All right? The key with knees into squat jump, land light on your toes when you're coming down, landing like a feather. Remember in my full body dumbbell circuit, when I showed you guys the wrong way how to land from a squat jump. The same goes for any sort of squat jump movement like this, which is the knees into squat jump. If you land aggressively on your heels, that is a sure way to completely fuck up your knees, okay? Modified, step up like that. Go back down, okay? That would be beginner. Stepping up like this is beginner, okay? And then this is gonna be intermediate, so middle level. So step up and then jump. Step back down. Step up, jump, and then step back down. That's intermediate. That's our HIIT circuit, 4 rounds of that. I'm sweating just demonstrating it. Now we're just finishing off strong with 2 rounds of abs, because I said this was the ultimate cardio and abs routine gym edition. So because it's a gym edition, we have access to plates. Preferably for this circuit, I love doing this circuit. I've done a version of it on my Instagram before, but I do love a plate ab circuit. When I've done it before, I've used a big plate. It's like those big 10-pound plates. We're gonna do 20 plate alternating V-ups, right into 20 plate hold scissor kicks, 30 seconds of plate V holds, and then 15 plate sit-ups. It's intense. There's about 30 seconds of rest in between each exercise to kind of catch your breath and reset. And then you repeat that whole entire circuit for 1 more round. With any sort of ab movements, remember guys, I told you, pretend that you're sucking your belly button into the floor and there should be no gap in between your lower back and the ground. A lot of times I see ab workouts that are done like this. Do you see that gap there? That gap is not good for your back. That is one sure way to destroy your lower spine. Like you're asking to get injured by doing this. Pretend there's a vacuum underneath your lower back sucking your belly button in, and look, I can't put my hand through underneath. That is how you should be doing any sort of sit-ups, V-ups, crunches, you name it. Anything on your back. There should be no arch. Okay, 20 alternating plate V-ups, so it looks like this. Every time you go up to touch the plate to your toes, like I said, you suck in, big breath, so you're almost doing like a vacuum on the floor, and then that's when you crunch up and hit the V-up. Then we have 20 plate hold scissor kicks, which look like this. If you hear my hip popping, that's a me problem. So same thing, did you see there was no gap? 30-second plate V holds look like this. So some people are more I guess flexible than I am and can extend that part of their knee out fully like lengthened. I unfortunately can't do that. So this is what my V hold looks like with a little bit of bend in the knee. Okay, and you're gonna hold the plate out like this, the weighted plate, and you're gonna keep your core tight. So don't let your stomach hang loose when you do this. So it's all in your core. So it's not necessarily your abs, it's your core. We have 15 plate sit-ups, and it simply looks like this. All right, let's go. Let's run through the whole thing. Cue intense music. All right guys, that concludes today's ultimate cardio and abs routine, gym edition. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and you give it a try on your next cardio and abs day. And please let me know how you like it in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, also let me know in the comments. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe.